Here we have it, guys. We're back with it again. Day 4 devotions on the topic of communion. And yesterday, what I tried to draw out of us is that the communion, that the eating of the flesh and the drinking the blood of Christ, consuming him, is not about satisfying the flesh. It is not about the food. But what I want to tell you today is that although it's not about the food, it is about the meal. And I think there's a difference in the two. And to show you this, I want to take you to Luke chapter 24, where Jesus catches up with those two guys on the road to Emmaus. Now, if you were with us online a few weeks ago, you will have heard me preach a little bit about this. So any details that I've missed out here, you can maybe catch up on there, or maybe fit the things together. But what I want to say today, what I want to draw our attention to, is that Jesus walks with these two guys all the way to their house, and cleverly Jesus starts to walk off. But it's part of a Jewish hospitality and custom that they could not let him walk away. They had to offer him a night's rest and something to eat. So they bring Jesus into the house, not knowing who he is yet. All the while they're walking, they're discussing the fact that he died, and they because they haven't recognised him, they're talking to Jesus about that they're so sad that he's dead. And Jesus reveals stuff in the scripture to them while they're walking. It says he's basically explaining why he had to die, and they still don't recognise who he is. And then they come to the table, and bread is put in front of them. Simple meal that they would have eaten time and time again. Very, very familiar. Except this time Jesus sits down as the host and he breaks that bread. And at that time, when he breaks the bread, they recognise who he is. For the first time since they've encountered the resurrection Jesus at a simple meal. And what can we get out of that for our time and our situation in this current pandemic? Well, firstly is the fact that it is a simple meal. There's no complication with the emblems. That in fact there isn't even wine, or there isn't a mention of wine there. But it's just that the fact that the communion is literally us sitting down at the table with family, with friends, sharing food together, but having Jesus as the host, or the central figure of that. And there's something special that happens there, isn't there? Because especially within this story, what it seems to point to is that within that, Jesus begins to reveal who he is, or some of the stuff that he's been doing. And as Matt mentioned on Sunday, we get to experience that within community, but not only just in community where we put so much effort into it, but in the simplicity of community, and even sitting down and just enjoying a simple meal together. That is one of the beautiful things about communion. Its simplicity and its power when we come together and just enjoy a simple meal. Take care, guys. Bye.